Hello, my Aquarius friends, and welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. I'm Teresa, and I'm coming to you with a reading for the week of August 26th through September 1st. I've already pre-shuffled the decks, and I did a pendulum word of the day for you. And the word of the day for Aquarius is the word choices. Pardon me, I have to cough. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully that's the end of that. Got a little frog in my throat earlier. This word couldn't be more perfect. An important Aquarius in my life, I know, is making some major life choices this week. And, when I got this word, I was like, oh, that's perfect. So maybe it's perfect for you too. Maybe you know the reason why you're getting this word for the week, or perhaps the tarot cards will illuminate that for you. Or maybe you won't know it until you go through a part of the week and then it'll hit you. Oh, now I know why the word choices was my word of the week. But keep it in mind. And if you think of something, I'd love to hear the story behind that. We're going to use it as a touchstone for the beginning of our reading. And your reading is with the Wild Unknown Tarot. It's the deck I selected for Aquarius. We'll see. I've already shuffled these cards. Let's see what comes up here for us. I'm pulling 7 cards for the week, one card for each day of the week. And they may work out to align for each day of the week, but more likely they will kind of tell a story together about the week as a whole. 6, 7. Okay, so let's look at the cards that we have here. We have 2 major arcana cards. We have 2 queens cards. And then we have 2 wands and a pentacle. Other than that. So let's have a look. We'll start off with your first card, which is the Strength card. Strength is, this is depicted in the Rider-Waite Tarot as a woman feeding a lion. She's hand feeding the lion, putting her hand in its mouth. And she has to do it every day. And the lion is not really a lion. It represents her thoughts. She has to tame her thoughts every day. And that's what the Strength card is like. Regardless of what kind of strength we're talking about, it does take daily discipline in order to maintain strength. Whether you're a weightlifter and you want to maintain a certain level of strength, or increase your lifting capabilities, you have to train daily. If you want to be a fast runner, you've got to do it daily, or cross train. If you want to be strong in your thoughts and emotions, you have to work on that daily. So that's what that Strength card is about. And that infinity symbol is not a mistake. This is something you have to work on eternally. So the Strength card that in this deck too is, in this deck is depicted, the corresponding gentleness is depicted by this rose in the lion's mouth. In a Rider-Waite deck, the gentleness is depicted by the lion being tamed by a woman, and hand feeding him. So strength is most compelling when it's also balanced with gentleness. The next card that you get is the Tower. And the idea of the choices that you have to make is um, that fits in with the tower. The tower is some sort of transformation. The foundation being yanked out from underneath something. It's like a sudden destruction, but it has to happen in order for something new to be rebuilt. It's a type of transformation that has to happen, and it feels scary, and it can feel scary and sudden and surprising, but it always leads to something new and something good. The next card is the Son of Wands. So this is equal to a Rider-Waite deck of being the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is he's a messenger charging in, full of verve and vigor and boldness and charisma and excitement and confidence. He is bringing news of something new, a new change, a new adventure, a new project, something exciting. So that is the message of the Page of Wands. You get another Wands card. You've got a lot of Wands energy here. You get another Wands card, and this is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is about looking to a distant shore. It's about looking to a new adventure. It's standing on this shore, looking to the opposite one, and knowing you want to be there. And it's about change, that inevitable change that is coming. I mean, the tarot already told us it's coming, that change is coming, and it involves a move, um, a new perspective, a new viewpoint, but often it talks about travel. The next card is a Pentacles card, and this is the Two of Pentacles. This is a card of, I like how it's depicted here by a butterfly, because it can be like a card of transformation, but butterflies also signify sort of a little bit of a, what's the word? Kind of a, well, I'm drawing a blank here on the word, but just a sense of fun in nature. When you see a butterfly flitting about, you don't think of somberness and, um, drudgery when you're looking at a butterfly. It's flitting about and having fun while it's doing its important work of pollinating. And that's what the Two of Pentacles card is about. The Two of Pentacles is about juggling different things, different aspects of your life, having a very full and busy life, maybe a full schedule, but having fun while you're working, and working, adding a little bit of work into your play as well. So something to think about there. And then the next two cards are queens. They're both queens, so they are mothers. They are, the queens have a tendency to want to look backwards and reflect, except for the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands wants action. She is going to figure it out as she goes. She has the hints of a plan, as we've heard in the news. The ideas of a plan, or whatever it is, that expression that they had. She has sort of a plan. She'll figure it out as she goes, but she's going for it. She's moving. She's not sitting still. So. Oh, that's the Wands. I thought she was of the Wands. This is Swords. I'm jumping ahead. this is the Mother of Wands. So everything I just said is true of the Mother of the last card. The Mother of Swords, she doesn't miss anything. She's pretty cunning. She is very observant. She sees it all. She's going to utilize the knowledge that she's acquiring as she's observing. She does want to maybe reflect and look back on lessons learned, and she might cut you with her words if she is not feeling super diplomatic at the moment. But yeah, she sees it. She knows exactly what's going on. And then the Queen of Wands, she's like, okay, enough looking back. Let's get going. Let's move into some action here. So let's pull a clarifying card from another deck and see what that, just have it all pulled together with one card. What is the energy of the week in one card? We get the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, with him facing this way, and the way we have them laid out here, they are facing each other. So that's a good thing. So they're on the same page. They're not looking away from each other or looking in, they are looking to each other. And but the King of Wands, he's bold. He's confident. He knows what he's doing. He also wants action. He wants things to get done. So when it comes down to the choices that need to be made, this inevitable, travel or distant shore, this tower that needs to come down, the King of Wands is all about it. He's like, sign me up. Let's roll. So, okay, let's look at some oracle cards and see what they have to say. The first deck that we're going to use for oracles is the Personal Predictions deck by Trish James. And the card that you get, Aquarius, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Adventure and travel. So, I mean, that is the card right there of travel. And, the Knight of Wands wanting to go on an adventure. So that fits right in. The next oracle that we're going to pull is also a Trish James oracle. This is called the Connections Oracle. And the idea of this deck is to help develop your mediumship capabilities. All of us have a hint of it. We have a little bit of it. We might not be psychics that, download messages from people beyond the grave on a frequent basis, but we all have those little moments. And working with this deck is designed to help, help develop those. And so I thought we'd pull this one and give everybody a card. And the one that you get is release, let go of grudges, and then the medium message is, I had to go. So the message here, this might be reminding you of somebody. It could be reminding you of a pet that you recently had to say goodbye to. It could be reminding you of, there may be somebody in your life who had this kind of a dog, or that it reminds you of that person. There could be any number of connections here. And then the message here, release, let go of grudges. That could be somebody from beyond the grave asking you to either release them, let them go, don't be mad at me anymore, or maybe they're observing that you need to release some other resentments that you have toward other people in your life, and they're giving you advice about that. Or maybe they're telling you that they no longer that they forgive you, and so that you can let go of that worry. And then the message here, I had to go, is a message from somebody important to you, telling you that they knew they were going at the time that they went, and they had to go, and they it was fine. So um, take that however it resonates. If somebody comes to your mind now, great. I'd love to hear that story. And if it comes to you later on, even then, I'd love to hear how this resonates with you. If it does make some kind of connection in your mind. All right, the next oracle that we are doing is from the Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. As I've told everybody else that I've done readings for, this is so not my style. This this deck is not, the artwork isn't my style. I don't know anything about you know, the ancient gods and goddesses and all of those mythic heroes. I wasn't paying attention in school. I literally didn't care then. I don't care much now. I'm just, I've never been into it. But I have been thinking lately a lot about how um, nobody's coming to save us. We need to be our own heroes in our own lives. And so I wanted a deck that was going to bring about that heroic sort of quality. And this really, that really, that image really does that. So, so I got this deck and I thought I would pull a hero for everybody, and we'll see what you get. And you get Pandora, and the message is hope. So Pandora is actually an Aquarius, from an Aquarius decan, and so this is one of your cards. That's happened with a few of the signs. And then the message on this one, the number is 33. So the number 33 might be important to you this week. And the message on this is, the whole story of Pandora. She was she was created by the gods. She was the first woman, and some of the gods were irritated by the amount of power and abilities that humans had, and so they wanted to give Pandora, they gave her beauty, they gave her, let me see, they made her persuasive, they made her lyrical, but they also wanted to give her a little bit of a surprise to, as kind of a take that to humanity, And so Pandora was given this box that she was supposed to take to as a dowry to her husband, her future husband. And as she was waiting for her future husband in some kind of a cave or someplace, her curiosity got the better of her. And so she opened up that box. She was dying to see what was in there. She knew where she came from, and she thought it was going to be just full of, beautiful things. And out came, all of the, there was illnesses and pestilence and evils and disease and sorrow and pain and fear. All of that stuff flew out of the box and spread over the course, all over the world. And it was nearly empty when all the evil things had fled, and there was one gift that remained within the box, and Pandora snapped it closed to hold onto it, and that gift was hope. And so the gift of hope is something that is being shared with you this week. When a Pandora appears in your reading, you're being called to find your hope again in life. Know that the universe is watching over you and assisting you from a higher position. Let go of any victim mentality. Release yourself from self-defeating beliefs and focus on creating a more positive reality for yourself. Tomorrow the sun will rise again. Let your angel of hope embrace you with love and point you toward your own shining path. So that is your mythic hero message. Then we're going to conclude your reading today with a Dreamweaver's Oracle. And the card that you get is If the Taste is Sweet and Good. And the message on this one, the card number is 38. The keywords for this card are when things are as good as they seem, the blessings of life, being thankful for success, and grace. There are times in life when you wonder if this is too good to be true, if the beauty you see is real, if the love you feel and the forgiveness you offer is as life-changing as it seems. Now is the time to release all of your doubts and revel in the bountiful blessings and being bestowed upon you. Do not allow any thought of unworthiness to taint this moment or allow any indulgence in the rash act to keep moving forward to distract you from receiving and taking all of this in. Slow down and savor this moment. It will not last, nor should it, but it does invite your full and absolute attention. Who are you to deny gifts? There are moments in life where the harmony of the universe sings through our bones in such a way that life and your part in it just seems to make sense. Let it. Today, if the taste is sweet and good, just trust in that experience and allow it, without trying to capture it or force it to stay. This is a moment to remember, and that is a beautiful thing. I love that message, and it's a great place for us to stop for the week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you in my next reading. Take care. Be well.